Dawn rises over the divided city. Aleppo's 13th century citadel marks the front line. Beyond is rebel territory. On this side, the part of the city controlled by the Syrian government. It's still being fought over every day. The governor of Aleppo took me into the old city near the front line. He refused to wear body armor, saying he trusted in God. 4 years ago, this would have been packed with tourists and traders. It was a UNESCO heritage site. Where are the rebels from here?
They're 500 meters in front of us and 200 meters to the right.
We moved between barriers of rubble to shield us from snipers and climbed up a building now occupied by the Syrian military to see the damaged Umayyad mosque and look out over ruins controlled by the rebel Free Syrian Army and its allies, squeezed between Islamic State militants and the regime. Before the war, he said people lived in peace in the area. A few shots rang out. The governor's brought me to the heart of old Aleppo, and in some ways the heart of the battle for Syria. You can hear the gunshots. The rebels are just a few yards away, and this is their last main stronghold. He's brought me here because he thinks it's safe enough, and the government is determined to get this whole area back again. We reached the citadel, occupied by the Syrian army, the Syrian flag on top, devastation at its feet. A few miles north of the city, the regime is taking more territory. These pictures were shot by a cameraman travelling with government forces as they try to surround the remaining rebel areas and cut off supply routes. A jihadi flag, probably from the al-Qaeda-linked group Jabhat al-Nusra, and a tunnel, apparently used by the rebels to attack Aleppo prison in February. The Iranian forces and Lebanese Hezbollah militia, tipping the balance in the government's favour, don't appear on camera. A stopped clock in the centre of Aleppo, symbol of all that could have been but wasn't because of war. The governor wants to show me how he's helping civilians. But what of civilians in rebel-held territory, hit by barrel bombs rolled out of government aircraft?
War is war. We use bombs only in areas where rebels and Islamic State terrorists are, not where there are civilians.
Dropping a barrel bomb, it's an indiscriminate weapon. It kills everybody. It's not a weapon that is targeted on rebels. And the aim, surely, is to force the civilians out of the east. That's why you drop the barrel bombs, isn't it?
I think the opposite. The rebels are in areas where there are no longer any civilians. The people left because the rebels forced them to flee to safer places.
Safe-ish. The people of Aleppo have grown used to walking where mortars frequently fall and lugging jerry cans because there's no running water. Darkness falls. The shops rely on generators, but the price of fuel has doubled in recent weeks. The flats have no electricity at all. 48-hour power cuts are common. Sometimes for a moment it can all look normal, but nothing is normal in Aleppo, the divided city.